Hey guys, I'm DJ Marty McFly, owner here at DSM Dance Party DJs and operations manager with the Conscious crew. Back on March 13th, we had our Conscious Kickback event at the Vaudeville Muse, just days before all of this coronavirus stuff really took off, and we were fortunate enough to be able to hold that event just a short time before everything really ramped up and we're in the situation that we are now. We want to just start by thanking all of our sponsors and artists, everyone involved in the community that came out and took place in that event. Had a great time. Again, our sponsors, DSM Brothers Entrepreneurs, Polk County Health, Fong's Pizza, Court Avenue Restaurant and Brewing Company, Copper Cup, Image 360, and Interspace, all from here in the Des Moines area. So again, thank you all for everything you did in bringing that event together. We had an amazing experience, and we'll definitely be having another one soon. Kind of here at home, wanted to take an opportunity to kind of recap that event and talk about where we're at today. Again, we were lucky enough to have that event just days before everything really ramped up and everyone kind of knew the magnitude of what was going on with the coronavirus pandemic that we're currently in. We also wanted to take a moment to talk about the coronavirus and some of the support and resources that are available. So if you're an individual, small business, unemployed, we've definitely got some great tips that you want to check out. You know, these are unprecedented times that we are living in. The magnitude of this is uncharted. We don't really know how long this is going to last. If you're from the state of Iowa, like I am, you know, you might think back to the 93 floods where, you know, everything was underwater, there was no clean water, and, you know, you don't forget those things. And this is another one of those moments where no one's going to forget this. This is going to be in the history books. You know, children are going to look back on this when they get older and reflect on these times. It's apparent that the coronavirus is something that will not be forgotten. For it to be suggested that you only go to the store to buy essentials, and when you get there you see people with masks on and maybe gloves, people at the register wearing gloves, things like that, those are things that we're not accustomed to in this country until now. I wanted to take some time to go through some information and share resources that I've become aware of that may help someone else. According to the Worldometer, there are over 300,000 cases here in the United States and over 1 million worldwide. Estimates are that there's over 47 million people who have lost their job due to coronavirus. I know it can seem overwhelming if you have found yourself out of work, but you know, there are some things that you can do financially that can help you out. The first thing is go ahead and file for unemployment. If you qualify for unemployment, I know they've loosened the terms on that. Be sure to reach out to your local unemployment office. You know, we all pay into unemployment, and this is the time to use it. There's a ton of food options out there, so be sure to look at your local food bank, reach out to your community school district, and a lot of those folks are putting together special meal programs to help people who, you know, usually would qualify for a free or reduced school lunch program for children, especially. Business owners, I would urge you to contact the Small Business Administration. There are grants available depending on what kind of business you have and the number of employees and all those things. They would probably gather some information from you, but from what I've heard, there's definitely some resources out there to help you, especially with restarting your business once things get up and going again. We'll put some links below. With the financial side of things, it also leads into the mental side of things. You know, they kind of go hand in hand. If your money's not right, sometimes that can become stressful. So we would like to give you some tips that we've read up on and what some other experts are suggesting for you to do to keep yourself mentally sound. So the first thing was maintain a routine. So, you know, we know that I don't have anything to do today per se. Well, you know, don't sleep all day. You know, they encourage exercise. So although you can't go to your YMCA or your local gym and work out, you can definitely pop on something on YouTube, get active, get outside, and go for a walk, as long as you're maintaining the recommended social distancing, then I definitely would say to maintain activity. This is also another great time for you to feed your passion. So, I've read that a lot of people, they say, oh, I didn't have time, I don't have time to do whatever your creative passion is. That's no longer an excuse. Talk to your friends and family. Stay connected with them. Just have a short conversation, especially folks that may be living by themselves. Be sure to reach out to them and make that contact. Like we don't have anywhere to go, so that phone call could be the highlight of someone's day. The current recommendation is for social distancing and these measures to continue through the end of April. So make sure that you write down some goals and then some action steps to follow up on those goals. That way, you can come out of this thing and you've developed a new skill. You've created something that you're passionate about, and you've realigned your focus. I want to know, what are you guys spending your time on during this quarantine? Do you have any special projects going on, or anything that you're passionate about, any goal setting that you're doing? Please let us know in the comments below. Amongst this negative situation, as usual, there's always some upside out of it. And, the planet is the one that's really benefiting from us shutting everything down. A lot of research has come out already saying how much of a benefit has come with the ozone layer, and how much reduction in pollution has occurred since we've kind of shut the world down here for the last couple weeks. That's really important, that hopefully folks can realize how much the world is benefiting, and we can put in measures so that we won't go right back to where we were. Let's think about how we can impact the world in a positive way once things ramp back up. Can we recycle? Can we not throw out trash? What can we do to help bring positive change in the world? And what can we do by way of encouraging our lawmakers and corporations to do the same as well? Also, I feel as if more communities are coming together, and that's important. We've got people kind of just running, and now we have this still time, and we see communities coming together. We see small businesses being supported, and these community groups really coming together. Corporations seeming to actually care a little bit more about the consumer. To give you another thing on small business, make sure that we support where you live. That's kind of the main thing that makes your area thrive. If you take your money and you go spend it in another community or to some faraway place, it doesn't help your neighbors. It doesn't help your city. So, it's really important that we take care of each other. So think about, what can you do to help support small business? If there's a small business that's in your local area that you love, and you couldn't imagine them closing and not being around anymore, then think about, what can you do to put a positive action into place to help them and support them in this time of maybe an important time of need. Could you buy a gift card to that place? That way, when they open up, you have one ready and you can go to that special place and show that support. We'll be posting links below to all the support that we're aware of, and if you guys know of any other support for individuals, businesses, what have you, be sure to comment and let us know about those in the comments below this video as well. We do know that the government is planning to roll out that stimulus package. They said if you are under $100,000, then you'll get $1,200, and if you have children, it'll be $500 additional per child. So that hopefully will help people at least keep their basic necessities. We know that it's not a whole lot of money, but everything helps if you're not working and have no income come in. The next thing is the things we've probably all heard since we were children, and we've probably heard it a million more times since all of this has broken, but the World Health Organization also recommends that we all help protect ourselves from the coronavirus by, one, staying home as much as you can. Keep a safe distance. They say, some have said 3+ feet, some people say 6 feet. Just keep it 6 if when in doubt, just push it to 6. Make sure you're washing your hands, cover your cough, and if you're sick, it says call ahead. I believe that would mean like don't go, So if you're working, don't go to work, or just stay home, basically, if you're not feeling well. Again, thank you so much for your continued support with the Conscious Crew and the Conscious Crew movement.